Hey everybody, just wanted to do a quick video. I know there's a bunch of videos out there already for these hoverboards, but I just wanted to make one. Hopefully I may cover something that other videos don't cover. As far as the product itself, you have companies out there like Iohawk and Phunkeeduck, and there's a bunch of other companies that sell them also. I just want to say that these units, they're all the same no matter what labeling you see or branding you see on the outside of them. They come from the same manufacturer. Now there are different models out there where the lighting may be different or the footboard is made slightly different, but for the most part, they're all the same unit. When it comes to these, I don't think that there's a such thing as a knockoff because they all come from the same company, come from China. So I just did a Google search earlier and I saw that Iohawk sells his. I think Tony Hawk. I think that's his company. The Iohawk sells for $17.99 on his page. I bought mine for $308. I went to Alibaba.com and I did some research because when you go on there, you're going to find a whole bunch of people that are selling these. You'll just pick one that looks like it has the best reviews, and then you'll correspond with them and go back and forth, and they'll send you an email because they won't tell you the price up front. You have to first let them know how many you're going to order, and then that's how they base what they're going to charge you. If you order a lot of them, then of course you're going to get the best price. I only ordered one, so some companies won't even send you just one. They want you to have a minimum order of 50 or something like that. So I ordered mine, and I paid 308 for it. It was actually 180, maybe 180, and then with shipping and everything, uh, it came up to 308. So it's a good price for it. Just do your research if you want to get one from a reputable company. And what I mean by reputable company, just imagine if your unit goes out or something. You know, maybe when it shipped to you, something was wrong with it immediately. The problem with the way I order mine is if mine by chance came defective, I would have had to ship it all the way back to not California, but to China. And who knows how long that would have taken? Who knows what type of shipping? Because I had to pay over $100 and something for shipping. So that's one thing I think about. Like, man, if something goes wrong with this thing, I don't want to have to send it way back where I got it from just to get it serviced or whatever. So you have to take that into account when you think about ordering one, because if you get one from a company here in the United States, then of course you're going to hopefully have some type of service behind it, or customer service, where if you have issues with it, you can just take it back to them. You can ship it to them for 20 bucks or something, and then they'll send you a new unit or whatever. So you have to take that into consideration. When I ordered mine from Canada, I mean, from China, it took just over 3 weeks. I was nervous when I first ordered it because they sent me the tracking number and I checked it for 2 weeks and there was absolutely no activity on the tracking number whatsoever. And I was like, man, these people, they got me for my money or whatever. So that third week, the beginning of that third week, it started showing activity and I started seeing where it was coming from and where it was going to and all that stuff. So I got pretty excited about that. So it took just over 3 weeks. So that's something else to consider. If you order from some of the American companies, I'm sure that you're going to get it a lot sooner than if you get it from China. And some of you may wonder how safe they are. Now, to be honest with you, these things are not. Maybe a child can get on there and they find it much easier to learn, but the learning curve for an adult, let me just say, when I first got it, I was just going around in my living room. I almost wiped out like 3 times, and I could really tell that it would have been severe if I would have actually fallen completely. I was able to grab a chair or something to keep from falling. But these things, I believe one of the problems with them is when you get on it and you step off of it. Now, when I first got mine, I was trying to, when I would get off of it, I would step forward. And what would happen, the foot that was still on the unit would get wobbly and it may go backwards, it may go forward. So that's how I was tripping up. But through talking to my wife, actually, she got on it and I saw how easy she got off. I'm like, man, this is her first time on it, and she got off it with no problem. And I figured out that you should step backwards. It's easier to step backwards to get off of it than go forward. but I got the hang of it going around the living room and all that. I hit the wall a couple times, and I'm going to go over how to protect it because it's got some scratches on it. I'm sure you probably can't see it, but there's some chips and stuff. Well, not chips, but just scratches that are in it. But anyway, practice on carpet. When you get outside on the concrete, it's a completely different ball game. For a week, I've been in the house just going back and forth in the carpet, not having too much any problems at all. I just got the hang of it. I brought it outside, and I didn't go no further than 15 or 20 feet, and I fell. I lost my balance. It's so much smoother that the response is way different than when you're on carpet. So keep that in mind. Practice on carpet and everything if you want to stay a little safer. But when you go outside, I would definitely recommend a helmet and some elbow pads and knee pads. As an adult, do I want to get out there and purchase all that stuff? No, I don't want to. But I'm 46 years old, and I don't know. I'm just weighing it out right now because I'm self-employed. If I don't go to work, I don't eat. So if I get hurt on this thing, is this thing worth me getting hurt on it? And then I can't work now. So anyway, I'm going into a whole nother direction. But anyway, with these, the finish on them, they're very fragile. I don't know if you can see it here, but I hit the wall here, and that's just some paint. I can scrape that off. But over here, I actually had it outside, and it rolled forward because they're designed for if something happens to it, it just won't stop. It actually rolls. And I guess in a sense that keeps it from breaking, but it scratches up the unit. So what I think I'm going to do is either I'm going to put some rubber strap or something over this area so that when it rolls, it hit that strap and it doesn't scratch it up. Or I'm going to do what they call plastic dip, which is this paint that's pretty durable. You can put it on there, and when you're done with the paint, if you want to change the color, you just peel it right off. It doesn't stay on. It's almost like spraying on a decal. But I think that's what I'm going to do with mine to keep it looking halfway decent, because no matter what, the thing is going to get scratched up. You're going to jump off of it, it's going to keep rolling, it's going to get scratched up. So again, to wrap it up, if you want to purchase one, I would definitely look into the overseas companies, but at the same time, you're going to risk the idea of customer service and the shipping time. So if you're more than willing to pay that extra money to get it in the United States, then go for it. And again, with the safety, be careful on it. They're not, I mean, I know some people look at it like it's a toy, but you can get seriously hurt with these things. I can see you falling backwards and hitting your head or something. I mean, I started to grab my motorcycle helmet and put it on when I went outside for the first time. But I waited till like midnight when nobody was up, everybody's asleep and stuff, and I went out there. I mean, when I fell, I hit that ground hard. I rolled in a manner that my feet were straight up in the air, and I did like a rolling backflip kind of. So yeah, just be careful with them. And if you have any questions, inbox me on how to order them, because Alibaba's website, it can be confusing. When you first get on there, it can be intimidating because there's so many buttons to click and so many different things you can do. Even when you search, it's just kind of confusing. But if you take the time, you definitely can order one on there with confidence. Now, what I did, I didn't order mine directly through Alibaba. I found a company that sold them, and then I dealt with them directly through an email, and I paid through PayPal. So I didn't pay through Alibaba. I'm sure it's probably safer to do it through Alibaba so that you don't have to worry about someone taking your money or something, and Alibaba will back it up. So, I guess I just got lucky on this one, and they shipped it to me. Also, I just remember too, some people have complained about not getting the color that they order. I ordered a red one, so I got a red one. And you see on the box it's blue. So when you order it, when you first pick it up and look at it, don't pay attention to the color on the box because it may be different on the inside. So hopefully I answered some of your questions.